So I want to talk to you about your teachings. You've released a lot of really well-selling DVDs, instructional DVDs, and you're one of the first to come up with a curriculum also. What is your idea of a curriculum? A lot of people, there's a few different curriculums out there, and people have different ideas of what white belts should know, and blue belts, purples, browns, black belts. But let's start at the basic. What is the first things that a white belt needs to learn?
The basics, the fundamentals. For example, control positions. Okay, why I'm doing this? How to open my guard? Okay, how all the attacks from close guard, and if your training partner is open your guard, what to do from that position, and counters, recounters from the beginning. Why to do this? Why to do that? You know, and counters, for sure. A little bit of self-defense too important. And the idea of the curriculum, I was not the first one, but I was the second one. Okay, the first one was Pedro Sauer, and then I was the first one to create a curriculum from white to black belt. Okay, but for sure, the base is from white to blue and blue to purple. Okay, and after that, everything flows with what comes before that. You know, but the idea of the curriculum, okay, with me started because when I was 17 years old, man, I was going crazy. I could take notes, writing down techniques, you know, trying to learn from as much as I could from my master. And then, like when I turned 18, my mother asked me, "Hey, what do you want for your birthday?" I want a camcorder. They start filming techniques at that time. Everybody from my old academy remembers that. And then I believe in organization. Okay, so when I opened my first academy on the mountains in Rio, okay, man, I wasn't teaching things from my mind. I wasn't creating techniques. Okay, everything I teach, okay, I learn from someone. Okay, and then maybe I organized everything. Okay. My first curriculum was my notes. Okay, when I moved to the Middle West, okay, I had a lot of people coming to my academy asking me, "Marcelo, what should I learn to become a good blue belt? Marcelo, what should I learn to become a good purple belt?" Or people trying to test for rank. "Ah, Marcelo, I've been training for 4 years. I want to test for my blue belt." And man, the guy was terrible. And I was like, "Man, well, how am I going to test this guy? Man, he doesn't roll right. He doesn't know what I teach." Okay, so I hired a company and to do the filming, the editing. We charge between $15 and $25 per hour of filming. Super expensive, you know. But what's my best investment? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. What's my life? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You know, so I decided to invest everything I had, you know, and organizing everything. Not just, okay, for my students, okay, but thinking about the future. Because I know I'm getting older and one day I'm gonna die like everybody. So I wanted to organize everything for the future generations. Nowadays, okay, I have energy. I mean, I was teaching, rolling with my students during my seminars too. Okay, just like a few days ago, I was rolling with all the high ranks, you know, before the seminar. But man, when I turn like 70, 80 years old, I don't know if I will have the same energy. I will try. Okay, but with the curriculum, okay, I will be able to keep helping everybody, and I believe that all instructors, you know, they should focus in organization. More organization you can have, okay, in your academy. More you can organize your system better for you. You know.
What is the biggest mistake you see instructors make in terms of curriculum?
Think about making money. Okay, you cannot make a curriculum in 3 or 4 months. Okay, it's a curriculum. Okay, you not just film a bunch of techniques and say, now it's my curriculum. Now I'm going to start testing my students. No, man. Like 3 years later, okay, I was like, man, I forgot to film this in between this and that. You know, because I was trying to show how everything links, like a big sequence. You know, we're level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, blue to purple level 1, 2, 3, and 4. For sure in person, okay? In person, okay, the students, they learn a lot more with his instructor by rolling, details, you know. But the curriculum is a supplement for everybody. Okay, nobody will become a black belt watching DVDs. Okay, but for sure it will help a lot. Okay, if he has an academy to train, you know.
Let me ask you, when you're teaching people, what is the most common piece of advice that you give?
Okay. Don't get frustrated. Don't try to remember everything the next day, okay? Because the techniques, they will become automatically for you, okay? And you're teaching your body how to move. You're teaching your brain how to think, okay? During the training, okay? From the bottom, okay, you cannot let the guy to pass your guard. Or he's going to score 3 points. Okay, and you find a way to use your legs to reverse the position, or go for triangles and arm bars. It's a chess game for body, okay? And the point system teaches you how to play the game, okay? From the top, if you just fall, okay, you're losing 2 points, and then your training partner will go for the top, okay? And then you're going to try to pass your guard. If you get side control, okay, and then he can go for submissions. Okay, if he gets them out, 4 points. So the point system teaches you how to play BJJ. Okay, but the advice I give for the beginners is if you just learn 1 technique or 2 per day, how many techniques you know after like 100 classes? Or after 1 year of training, 2 years of training? A lot. More than you need, okay, for your game, to build your game, you know. So be focused in the basics, you know, in the fundamentals. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Control positions, counters, recounters. Ask your instructor, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? And believe in your instructor, okay? Okay, you cannot just like learn from an instructor, okay, and even in time you start watching techniques on the YouTube, okay, because you don't know what's right, you don't know what's wrong. Everybody creating techniques, okay, from their brains, you know. And it's not like that. Okay, you need to choose your instructor, believe in your instructor, search who is your instructor, his lineage. Okay, the sport's going too fast. Okay, too fast. Everybody, a lot of people try to teach jiu-jitsu. Okay, but, well, man, try to find, okay, the right one in your area, in your city, the one that really is doing this, okay, for the love of sport, okay?
Yeah, and you mentioned building your game. That's something you hear as in jiu-jitsu is my game. And one thing I hear sometimes is blue belts, for example, saying, oh, I'm not going to learn whatever, butterfly guard, that doesn't fit in my game. And I wonder, at blue belt, should you really be focusing on your game, or should you be learning a little bit of everything? At what point should you be focusing on your own game?
Okay, for sure you need to learn everything, okay? For example, if you want to, if you're in a competition, okay? If your opponent, okay, is very good with half guard, deep half, man, you need to learn a little bit of a deep half too, to understand his game, to understand what he can do against you. If your opponent, okay, is good with De La Riva sweeps, or the berimbolos are the evolution of the De La Riva hook sweeps, okay? And if you want to counter somebody that does the berimbolo, you need to understand how to play the berimbolo too. But for sure, if you're a white belt with 2 months of training, please don't learn berimbolo. You know, say learn the fundamentals, okay? But for sure, you need to learn everything. But in the future, for sure, you're going to start choosing what techniques work better for your body type, okay, your flexibility, for your game.
Is there any particular belt level you would say, or number of years training you would say, at that point you should focus on a more unique style of game for yourself?
A blue belt turning a purple belt, he can start thinking about what techniques works best for his game, you know, but he needs to keep learning forever. Okay, guys, I became a black belt at the end of 1999, okay, and I'm still trying to learn. Okay, when I'm in Brazil, okay, if you ask me, okay, Marcelo, who do you look for? Man, like the old masters, okay, I always, guys, try to improve my knowledge. And I always, when I go to somebody's academy, okay, I'm not going there trying to show that I know everything. Okay, man, I'm going there to see what the way he teaches, trying to understand the way he teaches, what he's trying to show to his students. You know, and man, for example, when last time I was at Cássio Cardoso's house, okay, I was rolling with one of his students. And at the end of the roll, I was, Cássio, please, did you see anything wrong in my game? Can you give me some tips? Yeah, I feel like I'll be like this, man, with 90 years old.
Sure.
Okay, Jake.
You know, I'm looking at your logo, and a lot of jiu-jitsu logos have triangles in it, but yours has, looks like maybe 2 triangles. Can you explain what that means?
Yes, 2 M's, okay. I made a triangle with 2 M's. The triangle means balance, okay, and I believe a lot in energy, good energy, and that's why I made a triangle out of my 2 M's, Marcello Monteiro.
Cool. So before we get to the technique portion, some people call you the jiu-jitsu missionary. Why did you get that nickname? Okay,
a lot of people, they call me the jiu-jitsu missionary because, first of all, I believe in jiu-jitsu, okay? Jiu-jitsu is the father of the martial arts, okay? Actually, how the MMA started with the Vale Tudo, how the Vale Tudo started in Brazil, the no holds bars, okay, started in Brazil, with jiu-jitsu challenging other styles, okay, and the family, the Gracie family, man, they fought for this cause, okay, they believe in jiu-jitsu, you know, that's why, man, the challenge starts like maybe 90 years ago, 80 years ago, 70 years ago, challenging other styles. Why? Because they believe in jiu-jitsu. Okay, same thing, I believe in jiu-jitsu too. So my first trip to the US to work with jiu-jitsu was in 1999. Okay, I moved in 2003. I was the only black belt, okay, in the Midwest, okay, living full-time over there, but I believed in jiu-jitsu. I believe in jiu-jitsu. I was thinking about 10 years down the road, okay? And now if you search on Google, you're gonna see hundreds of academies, hundreds of black belts. Okay, same thing, my first trip to South Africa, no black belts in South Africa. My first trip to Angola, no black belts in Angola. Okay, I was there to help the BJJ community. Okay, my first trip to Ireland, okay, they tried to take me to a field to train, you know.
No mats.
No mats. Okay, and my first trip to the Mauritius Island, guys over there, they charge $2 per month. That's the membership over there. Okay, I wasn't there to make money. Okay, I was there thinking about 10 years down the road. Okay, I was spreading seeds. Okay, because I believe in jiu-jitsu. I believe that everything in life happens because of a reason and for a reason. And I believe that, I strongly believe that I was in the right timing, okay, learning from the right source, okay, and man, I feel like it's a mission in my life. Jiu-jitsu changed my life, and I saw jiu-jitsu changing hundreds of lives, thousands of lives, Jake, and you too, Jake, with what you're doing with Budo videos, you know, with this show, you're educating people, you know. Man, you have no idea, people from all over, like Brazil, Europe, Africa, they watch you, they watch your show, you know. And man, I want to give you congratulations, bro. You're the BJJ missionary. Sure, for real.
Thank you, Marcelo.
You know, for real, man, big time.
Cool, thank you. So thanks for sharing your story today, and I know we're going to do some techniques in a moment, but if people want to find out more about you, where can they find you online? Okay,
BJJcoach.com, that's my website. Also, I'm in the Apple Store and Google Play. If you search for BJJ Coach, you're gonna find this logo here, okay? This logo here. It's a free app where you can see You can read about my biography. You can see articles in magazines and newspapers about me from 15, 20 years ago in Brazil. And you can see the first BJJ book about no-gi, okay, launched by Grace Magazine. I was the first one to show the Anaconda choke. I was the first one to publish the Anaconda choke. I didn't create that choke, I learned from someone. Okay, so the second book was made with me, and Della Riva was in the second book too. But anyway, okay, my app, my free app, okay, you guys can find at the Apple Store or Google Play or my website, BJJcoach.com.
Excellent. Thanks again for coming on the show. And you guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some techniques by Marcello Monteiro. Hey guys, welcome back to This Week in BJJ. I'm Budo Jake, joined by Marcello Monteiro. Marcello, I know you trained with De La Riva for a long time, so you have a lot of experience with De La Riva Guard. So I'd like to ask you a couple questions about the De La Riva Guard position, namely getting to it, say from the closed guard. Can you show some details on getting to De La Riva?
For sure, for sure. Okay, close the guard, please. Okay. So I'm open your guard, and keep your back on the ground. Okay, me grab your pants, use my elbow against your leg, and then you're gonna open your guard, bring your shins inside. Okay, great. I call this open guard control position. From this position here, you can escape one leg and go for the triangle. Okay, great. And there are other attacks. You can wrap one of my arms, omoplata. Okay, great. So from this position here, I'm gonna move my knee up, countering your open guard control position. Now try to go for the triangle. Look, you can't anymore because my knee is countering your leg. Okay, so what's your next step? Okay, you're gonna put the De La Riva hook, okay? But if you try to put the De La Riva hook now, go. I can open my knee and drive my knee over your shin. And then right away, place your guard. So it's important, very important, okay? Move right knee up, please. At the moment, I'm gonna use my De La Riva hook, okay? I'm gonna grab your ankle. Now, same time, I'm gonna open my right leg, open your ankle, and put the De La Riva hook. Try to open it. You can't, look.
Right, so you're off balancing me a bit this way.
Same time, yeah, same time, look. I grab your ankle, I'm gonna open my knee a little bit, pull your ankle, and then De La Riva hook. If I do this without control your ankle, without open this leg and pull your ankle, look. Perfect. Okay. So that's a very important detail, okay? After you use the De La Riva hook, I'm going to use my right foot against your hip to lift up my hip and move my leg through. I can do this from this position, or if you stand up, okay? Look, my right leg, my right foot against your thigh. Okay, I'm going to lift up my hip and move my left leg through. Now my hip is facing that way, right? Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to face my hips the other way. Pull your arm. Keep straight my leg. Get the sweep. As soon as I get the sweep, I'm going to drive my knee over leg. But the leg is still trapped. I can just walk back and pass your guard. I like to grab the cross collar. Why? Because usually from here the guy also tries to hug my back. And then look, I'm going to sit through. Big step, let go his arm, grab the same arm and fall back. Okay, getting the side control.
Let me ask you a question. When you lifted up your hips, when you dropped them back down, you were on top of my foot. What is the reason for that?
I try to move my right hip as high as possible. As high as possible. So I'm making it easier for me, look, to move my left leg through. Look. Okay? And now I'm gonna move hips the other way. When I move my hips the other way, I'm gonna keep straight my leg, look. Too much pressure.
Yeah.
Right? Still control ankle. I'm gonna cross my knee over leg. Grab the cross collar. From here, hug my back. I can just walk back, okay, and pull you, or see through, so take my back. Or you can. Big step, let go arm, grab the same arm, fall back. Get the side control. Another situation, another position, I love. Imagine from this position here, this situation here, okay? I lost the left arm. Bah! Okay? Right away, I'm gonna try to control your opposite arm. From here, for sure, I can go to the tripod sweep, right? But a lot of times my opponent is gonna use his knee, okay, and push back just a little bit. Okay, look, I cannot do the tripod anymore, right? Okay. Same thing, I'm gonna use my right foot against your thigh to lift up my hip, move my leg through, okay? Now pay attention about this. At the moment I move hips back, I'm going to straighten my leg, forcing you to step back. Ah, okay. I can grab your leg, move my right hook behind the thigh, attack your back, right? Or, look, I know your next step. So the moment I move my leg through, look, I'm going to now let go your ankle and move my left hand inside, look. Okay, now at the moment I let go your ankle, move my hand inside, I'm going to straighten my leg, you're going to step back, I'm rolling over my shoulder blades. Okay, X guard. Right away, I'll not waste time here, okay? I'm going to straighten my legs, elbow on the ground, stand up, pull back, grab a belt, and go for the top. Wow. Okay.
Very cool.
Just a few variations. I could keep showing, okay, this fantastic guard, okay, for 10 hours if you want. I love the Riva hook. I love berimbolo. I love the game. I love the intelligent game.
For the beginners, what is the idea of the Riva Guard? Why do we do it?
Counter your opponent's knee up. Okay, let's say the way I built my system, say white bull level 1. No Riva Guard, for sure. Okay, close guard attacks, and a few sweeps, few basic sweeps, side control, mount attack, white bull level 2, a lot of drills, exercise, okay, basic techniques, flowing with the next level. Level 3, okay, I start showing white use the knee up to counter the open guard control position. Okay, then level 4, okay, I teach the Riva hook control positions, no going for the sweeps. That's white belt. Okay, but I show the Riva hook, going to the tripod sweep, some basic stuff, okay? And then blue to purple, okay, now that's the time that the student, he will start to really develop his game, okay, for the future, okay, for competitions and everything, you know. But for sure, a white belt, can a white belt learn a little bit of the Riva Guard? For sure he can. Why not? Okay, can a white belt learn a little bit of berimbolo? For sure he can. He wants to have fun, right? He wants to try. No problem. But he needs to be focused in what's important for him. Okay? The fundamentals, what is going to build his game for the future. The same thing, the instructors, they need to be focused in the techniques for white belts, Right?
So, thanks for sharing all your
Jake,
stuff.
Brother,
Great
super
stuff.
excited to be here. Yep. Okay? And you called me earlier today the BJJ missionary. I call you the BJJ missionary, and
we're united in our mission to spread jiu-jitsu, right?
So guys, thank you very much. Thank you, Jake.
Thank you. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time on This Week in BJJ. Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the interview and techniques by Marcello Monteiro. If you're watching it on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're watching it on iTunes, a review would be amazing as well. Next week, I'll be reporting to you from Japan, so watch out for that next week. And also, on next week's episode, we're going to have an interview and techniques by GF team leader Julio Caesar. So see you guys next week.